Hello, peoples. Today I'm doing my Raw review for July 7th from last night. Um, the show was really good. It started off with Roman Reigns coming out. He had time to give him time and then let him go on the mic, and then pretty much. And I like the part where he says, "Yeah, when I'm in the room, Cena sucks." That was pretty funny. And pretty much he says he's gonna win, and then Kane comes out and stares at Roman, and then Roman's like, "Oh, what are you, Triple H's lap, or are you Randy Orton's bitch?" Kane came down, they brawled for a little bit. It was really cool. I like that we started off with a brawl and not with the Authority for once. Because for a while, you just started out the same formula of Authority opening up the show. It's kind of nice that we have a different opening up the show for once. Oh, and also, yeah, no Authority tonight because they're on vacation, apparently. Um, Kane and Roman were brawling. They went a little bit into the crowd and then went back into the ring, and then refs came out, and then like two refs got chokeslammed by Kane, and then Roman Reigns, and then security came, and then more people holding. Finley and Jamie Noble were holding him back. Roman Reigns pushed Jamie, and then speared Finley. Felt bad for Finley. His first time apparently on TV, so. Then after that, we had a tag team match. Roman. Oh, then he did a Superman punch on Kane, and then we celebrated pretty much. And then we have a tag team match between Harper, Rowan, and versus the Usos. I know. I felt like we've seen this before. Really good match though. So really good match though, but ended weird because apparently Harper pinned the wrong one. But apparently now they're number one contenders because I'm pretty sure no one else is chasing the tag titles right now. So it's pretty sure Harper and Rowan are the number one contenders. Probably a Battleground. So after that, hold on. But yeah, 3 out of 4. I'd rate this match really good. It was a really good Raw match. So then we had a one-arm match. This is weird, between Alicia Fox and Nikki Bella. It was supposed to be both of them were supposed to tie their hand behind their back or something. One arm tied behind their back. She tied Nikki, and then the ref tried to tie Alicia Fox, and then she pretty much just assaulted Nikki and cheated, beating down Nikki for a little bit, and then got sodas or Red Bull, one of the two, and then started doing like an Austin, and it was cool, I guess, but weirdly paced because it just ended weird. Then she poured a little bit on Nikki, and then she walked out. Okay, that's what I was saying. That was weird. And then tonight's main event will be Cena and Rollins. Oh, then we have Rusev versus Rob Van Dam. Pretty cool. During the match, they did that little side interview box thing. Pretty much Zeb Coulter challenging Rusev. Well, not Zeb Coulter himself. Jack Swagger challenging Rusev for Battleground. So we're probably going to get this at Battleground. And I'm happy we're finally getting an actual opponent for Rusev now, instead of like the repeated 5-minute squash match. Well, not even 5 minutes sometimes. This match had some time. It was like 10 minutes maybe. Maybe a little bit less. It wasn't. But it was at least 7-8 minutes. It actually got some time. I think this is probably Rusev's longest match. And it was good. I'm happy we're actually giving him actual opponents now instead of just a bunch of no-name guys. Or, Rusev wins. I'm going to say this. I don't like the accolade. It just doesn't fit him. I feel like a move. Why doesn't he just make the kick a finisher? Like, yeah, why doesn't he just make the kick his finisher? I feel like that just works so much better. Because I just feel like a camel clutch for a big guy like him doesn't work. Why don't they just give him the kick? I think that kick should just be his finisher. Might as well. It was an okay match. And then Randy Orton and Dean Ambrose have a match. Really good match. Probably my match of the night, I'd have to say. Match of the night. Randy Orton and Dean Ambrose. These guys went good. Had some time. It was like 15 minutes. This match had some good times, and Ambrose looked good. The only thing I'm not a fan of having Ambrose lose is just because I thought you would have like maybe um, Roman Reigns go out there or Seth Rollins or something. But you know what? You don't always. Ambrose is still gonna go, so Ambrose still has a lot of legs. I'm pretty sure him and Seth Rollins are gonna have a match at Battleground. I'm pretty sure. That's what it's building up to. I don't know, cause what? You know what's weird? We only have 2 matches for Battleground, and next Raw is the go home show. I know it's weird. We only have one, well, couple, well, not no, only one match confirmed, and that's Randy Orton, the title, the Fatal 4-Way title match, and then probably Rusev and Swagger. But no, I know it's weird. Maybe AJ and Paige, but I'll talk about that in a minute. But it was the ending was cool. Ambrose coming back to do that clothesline, he eats an RKO, and then Renee Young interviews the champ, pretty much, and then Roman Reigns comes in, and pretty much they just talk a little bit. I like how they said Holmes to each other. Like that was funny. Like I don't need Holmes. So you Mexican gangster. And then Roman Reigns calls him Holmes back, but pretty much that's all that happened. Then we have Alberto Del Rio versus Dolph Ziggler with Fandango on commentary. So apparently, I guess we're gonna get a Fandango Ziggler feud now. I'm cool with that, I guess. Give something Ziggler to do. But I am serious. Every time Ziggler and Del Rio are in the ring, why does it always seem that Del Rio beats him? It's getting old. I mean, I get Fandango did the distraction, but it's just, can we for once? I mean, it's still a good match, I guess. Yeah. Because these guys, they have good matches. So yeah, I guess I don't really need to complain about that. It's just a nitpick of mine. And apparently, today on Main Event, he's gonna face Sheamus for the U.S. title. Okay, this is the bajillionth time they've had matches. Apparently, and also for a week, they've been plugging this throughout the whole show that the network will be free. Well, for 1 week at least. I tried it out. So I guess I could say that the network would be cool. If I had the money, I'd definitely get the network. I'd definitely get it. It's really cool. It's a good thing to have. And then also it'll be Stardust and Goldust had a segment. It's really funny. I'm hoping these guys. I wouldn't mind these guys having another tag title run. I'd be cool with that. I like that we're pushing this. I mean, I get it. I know you guys want to see them have a match. Save it for WrestleMania. Might as well. I mean, I guess you could still do it for SummerSlam. We still have a month, but I still feel like I think we should just save it for Mania. I'm liking this Stardust gimmick. I am. I'm really liking it. Also, Jericho face Miz. And then, Fandango and Layla and Summer Rae segment. I really don't care. And then Jerry Lawler introduces Bret Hart. Bret Hart comes out, says wants to have one more match. It would be in Montreal. Then Sandow comes out dressed as Bret Hart. I mean, Sandow. I gotta give him credit though. I mean, last week he was Vince McMahon. Now he's Bret. I'll give him credit. He's really devoted. That really means because he's doing these stupid stuff. And then they cut a promo. Pretty much, it's like he called Canada a third world country. And then Bret, he says that he told Bret that talking wasn't one of his strong suits. And then pretty much Sandow gets punched out by Bret Hart. And after that, we have a match between Sheamus and Damien Sandow. It was really, as of late, it's only been Sandow's real match, because he got some moves in, but then loses to Sheamus in a matter of like 5 minutes. I think that's how long this match was. Then, Oh, and now we had another Renee Young interview with The Miz, and pretty much got a letter from a fan saying he wants to put Jericho in his place, and he says he will with his fist. And then we have the Jericho Miz match, which was good. It was good. It was a decent match. Miz actually looked good. He looked aggressive. I felt like he looked like the Miz of old. Maybe they'll back up the Miz. Maybe one day I might be interested. I've never really cared about the Miz before. I'm happy they made him a heel. I think that's where he belongs. He's just not a face. I just don't think he's a likable guy where you could make him a face. But Jericho, I love having him back. It feels good having him back. He hasn't missed a beat. And he's been gone a year. Yeah. So it's good having him back. And Jericho wins by submission with the walls, Jericho. And then Bray Wyatt comes out. Said, what does he say? Oh, and he pretty much said he wants Jericho to do the save everyone. Because remember, Doubt Jericho's thing, he would save people. Oh, that's what he... And then pretty much freaking Jericho, he did the "would you please shut the hell up" line, and then pretty much Jericho says, and he said, oh yeah, he tries to walk him, pretty much beat down Wyatt, and then the other two Wyatt showed up in that pop out of nowhere. So and then Wyatt and all the Wyatts are just staring down at him. So I'm pretty sure this is gonna be a match at Battleground, and they'll either have a match at Battleground or they'll save it for SummerSlam. I mean, they could always do that. Because, I mean, we only have one more Raw till Battleground. Next week's Raw is the go-home show. That's crazy how fast pay-per-views can go quick. Because we're almost at another one. And I felt like Money in the Bank was only a week ago. It's great. Oh, and also they did the replay of AJ winning the title. And then we had this tag team match between the Funkadactyls and AJ Lee and Paige. And Paige introducing AJ. I hope this is a storyline where Paige is acting like AJ's friend and then she beats her up. Maybe they're saving it for SummerSlam too. But it's going to be weird because we don't have a lot of matches at Battleground. But it was a good match. It was an okay match. They both got to beat up the Funkadactyls. And the story with the Funkadactyls is pretty much Cameron refused to tag in. She would tag out. She would not make a tag. And then when she did, she got the Paige turner. And then Paige and AJ win, shake hands. Made it. Yeah. I mean, if they, in retrospect, I wouldn't mind them as a tag team, but I do want to see them fight first. And then they leave, and then the Funkadactyls pretty much get into it. And they actually get into a fist fight this week. It was good, it was a good little brawl. I think that's pretty much it after that. With that. And then backstage, I don't know if I talked about this. John Cena and Seth Rollins had a segment. It was cool. Yeah, it's a little segment backstage. And then this week we have Cesaro versus Kingston. Because after what happened last week, Cesaro pretty much doing the beatdown on Kingston. I still hate the way it was executed. Apparently, when Kingston beat him on the app, like, what the fuck? At least this week, we're going to have, we actually had a match. And then Paul Heyman once again saying that Brock Lesnar broke the streak. And then Cesaro did a little heel promo. And then Cesaro versus Kingston. Kingston won, actually, by roll-up. I don't mind this. A lot of people are like, well, it's not going to make Cesaro look weak. I think he's going to win. I'm pretty sure he's going to win the Battle Royal. I don't think anyone else really has a chance of winning the Battle Royal. I'm pretty sure Cesaro's going to win it. And then, after the match, pretty much Cesaro's about to beat down Kingston, and then here comes Big E out of nowhere and saves Kingston. So, are we going to have a Big E Cesaro feud now? I feel like it's just weird. It's just weird because, only a week ago at Money in the Bank, he was feuding with Rusev. Now he's feuding with Cesaro. I'm not hating the feud. It's just I feel like it's so random. Maybe we'll get an explanation. Maybe I wouldn't mind if they feuded for the title because Barrett can't have a rematch. So I wouldn't mind that. And they've had some matches and they were pretty good. I think these guys could put on a good match. Oh,